You guys were really amazing earlier. Let me talk a bit about my mom. I thought that was kind of sweet. You guys gave up. So thanks again for... Let's start there. Let's do this. Let's go on a little emotional journey together. Can we do something right now? Will you guys trust me? Hold my hand. And hopefully the guy that slit his throat up there is better bandaged up after the secrets that I handed out. He's going to go home tonight and just fucking trash his computer. I'm sure there's going to be some fucked up conversations tonight. Honey, there's no fucking folder. Okay, so let's start here. A couple of things to prepare you for an interesting little tale. First of all, people don't know this, that when my mom was sick with cancer, my dad actually also had cancer. I lost both of my folks within 9 months to cancer. And to say that it was, you know, a tragic, impossible time for my family is like an understatement. And yet, I found myself almost every single night after they both passed away on stage because nothing made me feel better than making other people feel good and having a good time with you guys. I mean it. And here's the thing, Halifax, if you knew my folks, you knew that's what they wanted me to do. My mom and dad were like, they were so excited. They would be here. Here's the good news, they got to see all the cool stuff. They got to be in big rooms like this and watch their son, you know, do all his dreams and stuff. So the good news is they got to be a part of all this. Here's where it gets a little rocky. Hold on to your assholes. The thing that they didn't realize and that I didn't realize is once you like kind of blow up and become a little bit more, you know, celebrity or famous, that is when backlash starts. That's when haters and negativity, rumors, innuendo, all that stuff starts to come at you. And I didn't really realize or even care about that because I'd always been so kind of connected with you guys in my little bubble. I never ventured out to really give a shit what other people were saying. But that all changed on one night that I wish I could take back. I sat down. It was the first time that I had ever searched my own name on the internet, right? I never did it, you guys. I never did it my whole career. Even all those years updating my websites, I never did, it's called like an ego search, you know? I never did an ego search until one night I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I called a friend of mine and I said, hey, historic day, I'm going to search my own name for the first time. And I remember he paused, my friend, and then he went like this. He goes, do you want me to stay on the phone with you? I was like, is that necessary? He was like, I should come over. You know, I put my name in the search engine, hit search. Even Google was like, don't fucking do this, don't do this. I had searched, you guys. I couldn't believe all the negativity. All these pages, Dane Cook is shit, and he sucks, worst fucking comedian ever, go away, all these sites, site after site. That's what I said to my computer. I said, boo. Quote unquote. You can quote me on the quote unquote. I couldn't believe, you know what I did? I was already in such a, you know, kind of crazy headspace. I read all of it. I sat for about 2.5, 3 hours and I read all this negativity. And after almost 3 hours, even I was like, this Dane Cook is a douchebag. Fuck this guy. I no longer support me. I did, you guys. I read all of it. So now I'm all polluted, kind of like fucked up about it, right? 2 days later, that's when the story takes another interesting get-a-helmet twist. I'm checking out my emails, and most of the emails were great from you guys. Really positive, Dane. I know what you're going through. Keep doing your thing. Really, really sweet, you know? Then one came in, and here's who it came in from. The second I said, it was the first one in the inbox this day. The name of the email, it was from anonymous@yahoo.com. That's the name that popped in. And when I saw anonymous@yahoo.com, my knee-jerk reaction, I was like, ooh, great fucking name. Wow, this guy got the name Anonymous. Not Anonymous2258 kitty kitty lick lick. No, this guy got the name Anonymous. So I was like, wow, that's pretty badass. And then I looked down at the subject line, and it was 3 little words. Please read this. My reaction, indeed. Click. This is anonymous. I brought with me the letter, Halifax. If you'll allow me, I'd like to share it. This is the actual note that I got from anonymous@yahoo.com. Please read this. Here it is. Dane, both of your parents got cancer and died to get away from your shitty comedy. Yeah, my first reaction, I was like, very unlikely. It's gonna be some bullshit, right? Please? Now, I read that, and it was like somebody kicked me in the stomach, you guys. I could not believe somebody would write something so hateful and just so fucking mean-spirited. And it messed with my head. For 2 years, after walking away from the computer, I would think about that from time to time, and sometimes it would take the wind out of my sails. It would bum me out. And then other times I would think of it, and it would motivate me to give the best shows of my life. It really made me want to be better for you guys. Funnier, have new ideas, always, just try something new. So, check this shit out. Almost 2 years to the day, Jason decides to write me a little follow-up email. Right here, anonymous@yahoo.com. I'm serious, I opened up my inbox and I looked at it, and it took me a second. I saw the name pop up, and when I looked at it, the first thing I thought was, great fucking name, again. But then I sat for about 40 minutes staring. I didn't want to open it. I was like, I just remembered all the shit that I went through with that name and what that brought. I was going to delete it. I was going to delete it and not even read it until I looked down at the subject line and it said 3 simple words: please read this. My reaction? Indeed. Basically, I'm a sucker for a polite subject line. That's what it is. This is the actual email, 2 years, almost to the day, from Anonymous. Check this out. Dane, I was drinking, out of work, and depressed when I wrote you that letter a couple of years ago. I am myself dealing with my father dying of a brain tumor. I respect and understand you now, Anonymous. So I read that a couple of times, and then I thought to myself, you know what? I think it's time to write back. Yeah, this is my reply to Anonymous. Subject, please read this. Here it is. Anonymous, your father got a brain tumor because he was tired of thinking about his drunk, jobless, spineless fuckface of a son. I win. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for being a part of my life, my tour, my comedy.